Okay, Gavin thought for the day. All right, so my general thing is growing rugby, right? I coach at the wonderful Okapi Wanderers. Got some great parents there. One of the parents came up to me the other day and mentioned that he needed a pair of boots for his son because he'd forgotten to pick them up from the house before going to training the other day. He knows that I've always got a bunch of boots in the back of my car because my kids outgrow the boots. I don't throw them away. Then people randomly leave stuff at the side of the field every night after training. So generally, there's always a lot of boots in the back of my car, right? He said, what do you do with all the boots? I just keep hold of them. I said, why don't we collect them together and maybe send them somewhere that they would be more useful? And I absolutely agreed with him. I mean, it makes sense. There's a lot of developing countries. I work with Rugby Americas North as a commentator. Rugby Americas North is the regional organization for World Rugby. Now, within that region, you've got Canada, USA, Mexico, and then obviously the most of the Caribbean. There's about 19 countries in total. Many of those countries are underfunded or have zero funding. There's some very organized countries like Barbados, Jamaica, Bermuda, quite developed and doing quite well with it all in terms of organization, but still probably need funding. So at least if we can get these boots collected and send them to these places, I think it would help the region grow a little more, and more kids will be playing the game because they get a pair of boots, you know, lightly used, but the boots, they'll work, right? Within our club, Okapi, there's about 200 players, 150 of which are probably still growing. So, you know, next year they'll need new ones. So the ones that they've got right now won't be any good to them in a year or two from now. So with that in mind, I propose to all the clubs in Florida, at least, or South Florida, that we can collect these boots together. Why don't we give it a try? I'll collect them somehow, one way or the other, we'll make it happen. We could collect a lot of boots. So then maybe we can find a sponsor. I'm pretty sure we could find a company that would be willing to help with the postage and packaging for that. And maybe we can make it happen. Who's down? Anyone interested in doing that? Let's have a look. Give me a buzz. 305-340-7113 is my cell phone number. Give us a buzz if you've got a collection of boots for us. Let's do it. Why not?